Morning everyone. Just swaying in my hammock here. It's just gone 7:10 and it's a really stormy morning. I woke up early and kind of dialed in the tarp a bit more. I've got, I don't know if you can tell behind me, but I've closed it right up, particularly from my head end here. So yeah, I brought the sides down so it's much closer. I had it more open, but now to really keep the rain off, I brought the sides and tucked them right down. And on that head end there, I've actually taken a carabiner and joined two of the middle tie points. So the DD top has multiple tie out points around it, and sort of, yeah, halfway up the side, the triangle of the side, I've taken, that's windy, taken a carabiner and joined it together. I've been impressed though, the top's really good. I didn't bring pegs, I've just used wooden stakes that I've, yeah, basically just dead branches that I've snapped off, you know, a chunk that seemed alright, and used that. That's the morning so far, really, pretty chilled. Just gonna hang out here and see what happens with the weather at the moment. It's not very enticing to get out there, let me tell you.
Good morning. Putting on my bug repellent.
Oh, I didn't put on any bug repellent yet. I probably should have. I'll show you all my storm proofing on the edges here. Summertime camping in Scotland. The lens is going to get wet. It's been pretty wet today, to say the least. It's been very wet. So, we're just having coffee.
Some of these Lily O'Brien's caramel chocolate bits.
They're so good. It's been tricky to be as constructive as we wanted, or at least as I thought about, because between the midges and the rain, yeah, it's just been hard. And you want wind because you don't want the midges, but then it was really windy earlier. And has still been quite gusty. So I was hoping we'd be able to tuck into kind of somewhere a little bit more sheltered, kind of like where we've got the hammocks hung, and string this little tarp off of the trees and build a bench. But as soon as we were going into where it was sheltered, then there was midges, or a lot more midges, or more likelihood of the midges, continuously, because there's no wind, or there's much less wind. Whereas here in the open, I mean, we're in the open, which as you can tell, so you get hit by all the weather, but no midges.
It was properly stormy last night. There's a lot of wind and rain.
Yeah, they chugged some weather at us last night. My hammock was swaying. That was nice. So yeah, we've got the little honey stove burning again, keeping it going. Knocks out a surprising amount of heat when you've got the little tarp set up like this, even though there's wind coming through and taking a lot of the heat away. It's a lot warmer here than it is when you're just outside. small little wind wall, just to give the stove a little bit of extra protection because it was gusting so much earlier. Didn't want embers coming in over us. You can see the wind's pretty strong here. Yeah, we need to construct a better shelter really, but I started cutting logs earlier and I cut some really good lengths, over 1 meter long. But then I got stuck with how to build the shelter either here in the open so that we don't have midges, or I can't do it where it's sheltered at the moment because of the midges, so I don't know.
It's a tricky one.
Yeah, short of just building a full log cabin, for which I don't think we have the tools at this present moment. Well, if we had the time. Build a little house.
Quite nice.
I don't think anyone had noticed for quite a long time.
We haven't seen anyone.
Saw deer this morning though.
Yeah.
I saw 4 deer just in front of us. Because it was really stormy, obviously hadn't smelt us and he wasn't sure what I was at first because he couldn't see me through the trees. Not a he, it wasn't a stag, it was a doe. And then eventually they sprung away, and then you saw one again later on grazing just down at the bottom of this meadow. There's obviously a lot of deer around here. Seen a lot of tracks and a lot of deer poop.
So much poop.
And there's other poop as well. There must be some fox dens, maybe a badger set around.
Saw a couple of eagles.
Yeah.
Or what I assume is an eagle, it's a bit hard to see, but
it's pretty high up. But this is golden eagle territory around here. We've seen golden eagles around here before. So you see them drifting up and they make their nests up on these mountains, which is pretty awesome. Oh, coffee is good. Use the cafetiere if you haven't seen our video on making coffee in the outdoors. Go check out some of the ways you can do it. That's our favourite, generally speaking. Right, I'm going to move this camera away because it's getting very wet. I'm not even sure what you guys can see anymore. Just hiding in the hammock, hiding out from the weather basically. That's what's happening at the moment. It's oh no, my socks are on the floor. It's basically just really bad weather at the moment. On and off downpours, really heavy downpours. Everything's pretty saturated. Either really windy or really still, and when it's really still there's loads of midges. We had lunch and had coffee, and now we are just chilling in the hammocks. Megs is in the tarp just next to me so we can talk to each other. But yeah, there's no updates or excitement, very much just relaxing, almost drifting off to sleep, to be honest. I could probably have a nap. I should have brought a book, I kind of forgot. I wasn't sure because of the weight, and then last time I brought one ended up not having the time to read it. And this time I definitely would, because I'm all comfortable and just, yeah, hiding away. Come back at you maybe when we're doing something more interesting or exciting, or to have a chat. At the moment, just hanging out in a hammock. Oh, goodness. I could sleep. Good morning. Good morning. We're basically trapped in our hammocks at the moment. The midge are holding us hostage. You can see these are not spots. These are midge bites on my face. See there? Look at the back of my hand. And there's even more places where they are. Yeah. They're really vicious, the Scottish midge. They really are, no joke. So at the moment we're in our midge-proof netting still this morning. So we've been hanging on and hoping that the wind would pick up, because that's the single thing that could make everything okay, is the wind. If the wind picks up, then basically the midge go away. But it's been deathly still, which is so annoying, so unbelievably annoying. So at the minute we're just hoping the wind's going to pick up. If not, we're going to have to head net up, gloves on, cover up every part of our body and just go out anyway. And also want to break camp and head elsewhere today. It's been pretty brutal. We had some good bit where it was windy and we could sit out and, you know, have our little fires and cook and everything, and then a lot of the other time it's been so midgy, it just really kills it. So yeah, that's frustrating because we're in such an amazing place, but just hammock bound at the moment. Comfy at least, even after like 17 hours in here, so comfy. Yeah, see what happens. Whoa, we got us a burner. Oh, I'm looking forward to this coffee. I'll tell you that much. I've been thinking about coffee for ages.
Whew. It's been, what day are we on now? Tuesday, so we had Saturday night, Sunday, Monday and half of today being nailed by midges. So we packed everything away, tarps are down, hammocks are down, just letting the fire cool down, which has been a saving grace for us in keeping the smoke going, has kept the midges away, so we were able to pull everything out of the tarps, pack it away here, or out of the hammocks and everything, pack it away here, put it in our bags. It's just been a lot of back and forth and feeding the fire, but now we are done. So we're going to head back towards the car, resupply and try and find somewhere where there's slightly less midges. So yeah, we'll catch up with you in a little bit.
You get to wear a cool hat though, look at Midge's hat.
And then when you are doing stuff around, you get this wonderful green haze in front of your face, so that view just becomes ever so slightly out of focus.
There's that one little tuft there, you see where I flattened. We gotta walk and talk, we can't stop.
I know, you gotta keep the pace up. If you don't keep the pace up, the midges will catch you. They don't quite understand movement. They're clever idiots is what they are. Clever little idiots.
How have you found this particular wilderness experience?
It's been really challenging. Like, so many people always say to me, I can't believe you go camping in the winter, isn't it cold? Why are you going in the snow? It's dark. I couldn't do that. I'm like, Jesus Christ, summer. Summer's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Summer you get absolutely hassled by every bug under the sun. Then it's like you can't cover yourself, well you have to cover yourself up because of the bugs, and then the sun comes out and you're blisteringly hot. To get rid of the bugs you set a fire, when you're sat by the fire and you're sweating. Just fringe seasons are where it's at. Spring and autumn, absolutely dreaming.
This was our crossing spot that we couldn't afford yesterday.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is why we didn't cross here, remember? This is why we crossed further up. There's nothing further down for a ways. It was further up that we had to go. Either that or walk through this, but that looks too deep. It is a fording area, but it's too deep, yeah.
We successfully forded the river. Not at that fording point though, that was too deep. We had to backtrack, I don't know, 25 metres and cross from the place that we crossed on Saturday. We did not take our boots off this time. I think I'd much rather suffer wet feet than another 3 days of being mauled by midges. So we're now back on the track leading up to the car. I think we're going to head back to the car, stock up a little bit.
It's not too far from here. About,
couple of miles?
No, more like 5. I had a look.
Oh.
Yeah. But it's all good ground.
We're back at the car, a safe haven from the midges where we can stop and reassess our next move. So we're going to have to be quick. Maestro, have you got the car key?
Oof.
That is freaking out.
Sensors going. This is what SUVs.
Ow. Oh, that was my head.
This is what SUVs are designed for. This is probably not recommended SUV territory, but probably doesn't look as bad as it is. It's actually pretty bad.
I imagine the image stabilisation on my camera is probably... Oh look, there's tents down there.
Where?
Oh no, they're rolls of...
They're rolls of...
It looks so much like a tent just at a glance.
I imagine in bad weather